Welcome for today's morning meditation, March the 4th. Always we start our meditation by paying respect, so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. We can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. If we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to whatever we consider to be holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring the attention to the body. We bring the attention to the present, being aware of the sensations all around the body, being aware of the body posture with the back comfortably straight, not too stiff and not too loose. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here. With eyes closed, we visualize our own body as we sit here, where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. We bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping the attention at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen, as we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we decide where we like to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep our attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, we don't send our energy outside the body. We keep our attention with the present. We don't brood over the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of the present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind, and letting it go. being aware of all that contacts the mind, all that contacts the heart, through the 5 bodily senses, being aware of all that forms in the mind itself, all that forms at the heart itself, the thoughts, the feelings, the states of mind. Being aware and letting go. Being aware of all that contacts the heart from outside, from inside. Being aware, letting go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing. We observe all that contacts the mind, all that forms in the mind. We observe, we let go, we bring the attention back to the breathing. We don't try to control or force the breathing. Just observing the breath as the body breathes naturally. We don't try to control or force the mind. We don't try to force the mind to stop thinking. Just being aware of the thoughts as they appear, as they pass away. We observe these thoughts as they arise like bubbles in the mind. We observe them as they appear. We don't react. We observe them as they pass away. If we take interest in what forms in the mind, either with like or with dislike, then we create more of these bubbles in the mind. We pour our mental energy into this mental process, and we create more of these mind bubbles. One mind bubble becomes 100, 1,000, thousands and thousands. The heart becomes a jacuzzi. But just being aware and letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We train the mind in mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware. What is contacting the heart right now? What is forming at the heart right now? We train the mind to have this mindfulness, this sharp self-awareness. And we train the mind to have the wisdom to let it go. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing, we patiently train our mindfulness. being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out, being aware of whatever contacts the mind from outside, from inside, letting it go, bringing the attention back to the breathing. Sometimes the mind can run away, thinking about past, thinking about future. But when we realize our attention has wandered, we simply bring the attention back to the breathing, back to the present. Always with patience. On our spiritual journey, the shortcut way is through meditation. The shortcut way to progress in meditation is through patience. We can't force the mind. We can only patiently train the mind. We bring our attention back to the breathing, back to the present, again and again and again. In time the mindfulness becomes sharper, more refined. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the mind to have the wisdom to let go by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. Being aware of the sensations through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, as impermanent moments of sensation arising and passing away. Being aware of the mental events, the thoughts, memories, feelings, states of mind. They appear, they pass away, all impermanent. The thoughts appear like bubbles in the mind, arising and passing, arising and passing. The feelings, they appear, they disappear. The states of mind, like clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. In time they all pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. Same with these states of mind. Whatever is the state of mind, frustration, boredom, depression, elation, they all pass away, leaving the heart clear and open, leaving the heart at peace. So we observe the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. And when the mind really sees this impermanent nature at a deep, deep level in meditation, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The heart lets go by itself. And in letting go, we find the real happiness, the happiness based on wisdom, the happiness of peace, the happiness of freedom, freedom from our own mental disturbance. We stop to pour our mental energy into our own mental disturbance. We stop to throw the heart in all directions with desires. We stop to squeeze, burn the heart with anger, irritation. The heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner clarity. Every time we react to what contacts the heart, it's like we throw stones into our inner pond. We create waves on the surface and we muddy the waters. So we stop to disturb the heart, we stop to disturb our inner pond. And like the pond which becomes clear and clean, the heart becomes clear and clean. When the pond is clear, we can see right into the pond. We can see what is swimming in the pond. And we can see down to the bottom. We can see what is at the bottom of the pond. When our heart is clear, we can really see into the heart. We can see what is swimming in our own heart. But we never find the bottom. There is no bottom. The practice simply becomes deeper and deeper. We find this oasis of peace within, this inner sanctuary, this inner oasis of peace, of calm, and we can drink deeply from our own inner pond, our own inner pool, this pool of life force energy, light force energy. The mind can simply sit and rest at the heart, where we become refreshed and recharged. And there's a feeling of coming home when the mind is content to rest at the heart. There's a feeling of homecoming. We've come home, home to our own heart. So simply by keeping our attention with the breathing, being aware of the breathing and letting go, being aware of the mind, being aware of the heart, and letting go, the heart becomes more clear, more clean, more and more at peace. And as we keep our attention with the body, with the breathing, We don't send our attention outside the body. We don't scatter our energy outside the body. The heart becomes more and more energized. The heart, no longer fragmented, becomes more unified, more energized. Our inner pond, our inner oasis, becomes a fountain of peace, of happiness, of joy. Our inner pond becomes still, but at the same time overflowing. Our inner cup is overflowing. And this energy overflowing from the heart is the energy which drives us forward in our spiritual practice. We don't need to chase after pleasures on the outside, because inside we have this fountain of joy, fountain of happiness, fountain of contentment. The heart becomes supremely content, contentedly supreme. And we get a greater sense of self-worth, self-esteem, because we see we have something very special inside. We can see the meaning of the Indian greeting, Namaste. I salute the divinity in you, because we see and we feel this inner fountain of divine energy within us. We don't need to believe because we read it in a book or because someone told us. We see and we feel this inner fountain of divine energy. And as the heart becomes more clear, more clean, more and more energized, the heart becomes brighter and brighter. It's like we have an inner antenna which grows bigger and bigger. The heart becomes more sensitive in receiving, more powerful in transmitting. Our sense of intuition becomes more sensitive, more refined, and we see more and more how our own heart affects the world around us. We stop to be surprised at coincidences. So the practice is very simple. We have to clear the heart, clean the heart with mindfulness, watching over the heart, being aware and letting go, being aware of all states of mind and letting go. And we keep our attention with our own body. We don't scatter our energy in all directions. We do this at an intensive level while in meditation. But when we finish our meditation, we continue throughout the day, being aware of the body, the movements of the body, being aware of the mind. Always being aware, always letting go. As we brush our teeth, being aware of the movements of the body, being aware of the mind and letting go. As we walk down the street, being aware of the movements of the body. As we sit on a bus, we can be aware of our body posture. We can be aware of our mind. Whatever we do, wherever we go, being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, and letting go. The heart becomes more and more clear. The heart becomes more and more energized. A fundamental problem so many people have is the heart is not energized enough. The heart is not strong enough. A weak heart is easily shaken. Shaken by anger, shaken by anxiety, shaken by the emotions. But when we energize the heart is much more secure, much more strong, much more stable. We clean the heart, we clear the heart of all the things which make the heart insecure. As we let go of worries, anxieties, the heart becomes more secure. As we let go of jealousies, resentments, whatever negative states of mind, the heart becomes more clean. More stable, more strong. And we find the happiness of a clear heart, a clean heart. There is no happiness which can compare with the happiness of a heart at peace. As the heart becomes clear and clean, the heart becomes more and more at peace. There is no happiness which can compare. So many people take intoxicants to alter their state of consciousness, but there is no happiness which can compare with the happiness of a cleaned out heart. We clean out the heart, and what is left is simply peace, is joy, is contentment. And as we clean out the heart, we can rest with this heart being at peace, being in joy, being calm, being content. And as this energy washes through the heart, fills the heart, fills our entire energy field, from us this energy radiates to the world around us and uplifts the world around us. And we can do this consciously. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra as we breathe in, wishing happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes more energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. And as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow with the intention, may all beings be happy. We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, we energize the heart, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions, above, below, all around, with the intention, may all beings be happy. Breathing in, we energize the heart, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. May all beings be happy. And as we do this practice, the heart becomes wider and wider. The energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider. The heart becomes brighter and brighter, stronger and stronger. Breathing in, energizing the heart. Breathing out, letting the heart overflow. If we have anxiety, the heart is shaky, insecure. Spreading this energy of metta, this energy of peace of the heart, will make the heart secure. If we have depression, the heart is heavy and dark. This practice of spreading metta makes the heart light and bright. If we have anger, the heart is hot and cramped. This practice of spreading metta makes the heart open, wide, and cool. So we get the first benefit of this practice as we clear, we clean, we wash our own heart. And as we radiate this energy of peace to the world around us, we uplift the world around us. Breathing in, energizing the heart. Breathing out, letting the heart overflow. And now we can observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it and we let it go. And we can be joyful with ourselves. We can be happy with ourselves that we start our day in the best way possible. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, clean the heart, we energize the heart, we raise our consciousness as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, and we share this energy of peace of the heart with the world around us. We can be happy with ourselves that we start our day in this way. We rise, we shine. And now we observe the heart. Whatever way the heart is, we observe it, we let it go. If the heart is at peace, we observe it, we let it go. If the heart is not at peace, we observe it and we let it go. We bring our attention to the body, being aware of the sensations of the body, being aware of the body posture, we bring the right hand to the heart chakra, the left hand joins the right hand, palms together, and now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I wish you a day of peace. Bhavatu Sapamangalam. May all blessings come to you.